Moisture in the air. The cycle from liquid to gas and from gas to solid or liquid is called the water cycle. It involves three processes of evaporation, condensation, and precipitation. Let us study these processes involved in the water cycle. The process by which water changes into water vapor and enters the atmosphere is called evaporation. Evaporation depends on a number of factors such as number 1. Temperature. Evaporation is caused by temperature or heat. Hot air can evaporate more water than the cold air. Number 2. Degree of dryness of the air. Dry air has greater capacity to absorb water vapor than moist air. Number 3. Movement of the air. The rate of evaporation is more when strong winds blow. On a calm day, it is the lowest. Types of condensation. Clouds. As moist air moves upward, it cools down. When the temperature of the air reaches the dew point, the water vapor condenses in the form of small droplets of water or ice crystals. These droplets cling to the dust particles and hang in the air in the form of clouds. They move hither and thither along the wind in the sky. Clouds are of great variety depending on their height. Fog. Fog is formed in the same way as clouds, with the only difference the fog is formed near the surface of the earth or water bodies. It is formed when the moist air cools down below its dew point in the lower layers of the atmosphere. Fog is formed over the water when a cold current meets a hot current. Dew. At night, everything radiates heat which it had observed during the day. Grass, flowers, and leaves of trees radiates heat more quickly than other things because they are good radiators. They also cool down more quickly. When warm and moist air comes into contact with them, its moisture condenses into small droplets of water on the grass and other things. These droplets are known as dew. This occurs only on calm, cold, and clear nights. Frost. If the dewdrops get frozen due to fall in temperature, it is called the frost. It happens when the dew point is below the freezing point. In dew formation, the dew point is above the freezing point. Precipitation. It is the process by which condensed water vapor falls on the earth in the form of rain, snowfall, hail, etc. Different types of precipitation. Rain. Rain is the most important form of precipitation. When the cloud rises up or is blown to a cooler region, the small droplets of water become colder and they join together to form bigger drops. These drops cannot float in the air. They fall through the air on the ground as rain. Snowfall. When the temperature of the air reaches below the freezing point, the water vapor in the air condenses directly into crystals and later on into flakes of snow without passing through the liquid form. When these flakes of snow fall on the ground, then snowfall occurs. Hail. Sometimes the raindrops may reach colder region where the temperature is below the freezing point. In that case, the raindrops get frozen by a strong upward air current throws them back. It may happen more than once till the weight of these frozen drops is more than the upward thrust of the air, and then they fall on the earth in the form of hailstones. Types of rainfall. Rainfall occurs in three different ways, and as such it is known by three different names, that is, relief rainfall, convectional rainfall, and cyclonic rainfall. Relief rainfall. This is the most widespread form of rainfall. When the moisture-laden winds strike against the mountain ranges, they rise up, expand, cool down, and bring heavy rainfall on the windward side. Such a rain by the uprising winds striking against the mountains is called the relief rainfall. For example, the rain on the western Ghats of India or on the southern slopes of the Himalayas is relief rainfall. As winds cross over to the other side, they lose most of their moisture. While descending, they become warm and dry, and hence there is less rain on the leeward side. The rainless area on the leeward side on a mountain is called the rain shadow area. The Deccan region in India lies in the rain shadow area of the Western Ghats. Windward and leeward sides compared. Number 1. Windward side is that side of the mountain which faces the rain-bearing winds. On the other hand, the leeward side is that side of the mountain which is opposite to the windward side. Number 2. When the rain-bearing winds climb the windward side of the mountain, they cool down and bring heavy rain. On the other hand, when they cross over to the other side, they have already lost much of their moisture. While descending, they further become warm and dry, so they give less rainfall on the leeward side. Number 3. On the windward side, the air ascends and becomes cool. On the other hand, on the leeward side, the air descends and gets warmed. Number 4. The western slopes of the Western Ghats get more rain because they form the windward side. On the other hand, the eastern slopes of the Western Ghats get lesser rain because they form the leeward side. Convectional rainfall. In the equatorial region, the air becomes hot. It picks up a great deal of moisture, and when it begins to rise, it produces a convectional air current. In the upper part of the atmosphere, it cools down. As the moisture-laden air gets cooled down in the upper region, condensation takes place and there is a heavy rainfall accompanied by lightning and thunder. Rain caused by the rising currents of air is known as convectional rainfall. Cyclonic rainfall. In a cyclone, winds from all sides try to rush towards the low pressure in the center. Consequently, there is circular motion which causes the whirling air at the center to rise up. This rising air cools down, condenses and brings rain. This type of rainfall is called cyclonic rainfall. It is common in temperate zones where the air from the polar high pressure belts meets the air from the subtropical high pressure belts.